Between 1 and 2 on this particular program, bring guests into the studio to have a little bit of a chat and see what's going on in the community. Now, very good friends with Thanyapura, and it's great to find out what exactly is happening up there. Now, today, we are very privileged to have this gentleman in the studio to have a little bit of a chat about what's going to happen at the end of this month, which is not long away now. It's going to be a bit of an open day, and so we've brought Jürgen Zach, is that right? Or is that close to it?
Yes, that's right. Thank you for having me here.
Is it? Because it's in German, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, in Germany you would say Jürgen Zach.
Jürgen Zach.
Zach.
Okay. Zach. Okay. Zach. Thank you, sir, for joining us today in the studios of Phuket's Live 89.5. Great privilege to have you here. Before we actually go into the open day at Thanyapura, there'll be people out there who don't know who Jürgen Zach is, and I would like to say that this particular gentleman has been there and worn the T-shirt and another T-shirt and another T-shirt, etc., and has been very successful at what he's done. Modest gentleman. So I just want to explain to our listener. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself, sir?
Well, my sport is triathlon, and I've been doing professional triathlon since 1983. I retired in 2006 to become a triathlon coach, and I've been focusing on the Ironman competition. I was winning 8 Ironman races in the world. I qualified for
8 Ironman races. That's amazing.
I qualified for the World Championships in Hawaii, Kona, 16 times. My best place was second. And I was known for being the fastest cyclist in triathlon. I was holding the bike course record for about 13 years.
Wow.
My nickname was a Zack Attack, but so everybody thinks I was a cyclist, but actually I was not. My background was running. I was a track and field runner as a teenager, and before that I was a tennis and soccer player.
Wow. As I say, won so many T-shirts. I don't know where to start. Let me just start with triathlon. Now, someone like me, I look at triathlon and I think, I can't even do one of those things. Never mind the amount that you actually do. What motivates someone like you to get involved with something like that?
Well, first of all, I have to explain what a triathlon is. It's a swim, bike, run event, and it's non-stop. And there are short distance races and long distance races. It can be as short as possible, but the long distance race, it's the Ironman event. It's a 3.8 kilometer swim, 180k bike, and a 42k run. But that's just for some crazy people.
Like you.
I think anybody can do triathlon. And when I was a kid, I was a triathlete without even knowing I was one. I was riding my bicycle to a public pool. I was running around on the grass field all day long, and I was playing in the water. And then when I came back, I was exhausted, and I was doing lots of sport. I was active all day long, and I was a triathlete as a kid without even knowing it.
Wow, that's true, actually. I mean, and in those days, that's what you had to do as well, because you had no other choice, really. Get out on your bike and get there to where you want to be. So, your background as well, from a sporting point of view, you obviously fallen in love with this particular part of the world, Thailand. How did you actually come to Phuket then?
Well, I got invited by the Laguna Phuket Triathlon several times, 94, 95, 96, and I always turned the invitation down because it was just after Hawaii Ironman. I was just exhausted from triathlon. They invited me the 4th time, and I said, okay, they're so nice, I need to go. And I had lots of prejudices about Asia. I didn't like the spicy food. I didn't like the crowded cities. And then I was staying at a nice hotel there and saw this fantastic organized race, and I came back the next year, and then I thought, okay, I've been here twice for 1 week, but I haven't seen Thailand. So I decided to come back and was traveling all over Thailand as a backpacker, and that's when I fell in love with the country, and I kept coming back, and I was here as a tourist. I was doing some triathlon training 22 times before I met Klaus Haben, who is the owner of Thanyapura Sport and Leisure Club. I heard the rumor that there will be a sports club and a private school, and I thought, okay, there's a private school with a swimming pool and some locker rooms, and they want to call it a sport club, so he invited me to investigate the scene. And I was shocked. I've never seen something like this before.
Some sports club, huh?
And I would say it's the best sports club in the world I've ever seen, and it's something I was dreaming about when I was a professional athlete, and it's a heaven for athletes of any sport. And I've been coming to Phuket, and I was always doing some swimming, biking, running in the ocean. I was begging to get in some hotel pools, and I didn't have the training partners. I was always on my own to train here. But now we have everything at Thanyapura Sport and Leisure Club. We have a 50-meter pool, 25-meter pool, 900 square meter gym. We have triathlon group workouts, 11 workouts every week. The roads are pretty good up there, and the traffic in the northern part of Phuket is also okay for cycling. We have running loops on trails on the road, and what's very important is we have this group dynamics. We have group workouts. We have people from the island, experts, and also local Thai people who joined our program. And we're also attracting international people, people who just want to go on vacation and train for triathlon, beginners. But we also have some professional athletes who come to Phuket and train very serious for their season.
Because interestingly enough, I mean, I'm travelling around here, I'm amazed at the amount of cyclists that I actually see. I mean, they're mad enough putting their own hands, life in their own hands when they're riding on the roads around here. So you've got great facilities up there, and that works really well for your advantage, doesn't it, as well?
Exactly. The weather is excellent. Okay, we have the rain season, which is not quite good for cycling.
We can't complain. We're European. We're used to that kind of rain.
But it's always warm, and I would say from November to May it's perfect conditions, and that's when, for example, the Europeans need to do their base training, and it's too cold in Europe. So what they do, so they can come to Thanyapura and train under perfect conditions. And we try to keep the bike rides really safe. We try to choose the safe roads with less traffic, with wide bike lanes, and we also teach the athletes how to handle the bike well and how to ride safe in the group.
You're a coach now. What makes a good coach? Is it your own life's experiences, or are you still learning now as you're going along?
Oh, you always learn. You never finished. If you stop learning, then you fail. But I did have a lot of experience as an athlete. I went through trial and error in the early stages of my career, because when I started triathlon, I was one of the pioneers. We didn't have any literature, we didn't have any coaches, and so I had to learn from the specialist. I went to the swim club, I went to the cyclists, to the runners, and learned from each one, and then developed my own program, which I called the triathlon program. And I've traveled all over the world. I've been training in San Diego with the best professional triathletes, and I got to know some of the best coaches in the world. And the Australians train different than the Germans and the British. So I got the information from the triathletes all over the world, and that's important. And also you need to be very good with people. You need to be open-minded, and you have to have lots of intuition to see what a person actually needs.
Fantastic. Okay, we're going to talk more, and we're actually going to be talking about the Open Day, which is happening very soon at Thanyapura here on Lifestyle for this Thursday afternoon. We're with Jürgen Zach, and we'll be talking all about that between now and 2 o'clock here on Phuket's Live 89.5. Red wine. UB40 on Phuket's Live 89.5, 25 to 2 afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us here on Lifestyle. Steve with you through until 3 o'clock this afternoon. Lovely to have the people of Thanyapura in the studio between now and 2, and we're talking all about that Open Day very, very soon. Jürgen Zach, who's in the studio with me, we could talk forever on what he's been doing in his life, and obviously what he's going to be doing for the future as well for Thanyapura. We'll get him back in on another day. But just before we move into the Open Day itself, which I think is a fantastic idea, your thoughts on the Olympics and the Paralympics? I mean, were you proud? Were you sort of thinking this is great for the sport in general?
Of course. I mean, I remember when I was young, it was very important for me to have these role models. I was admiring the middle distance runners from England, Sebastian Coe and Steve Scott and Stephen Ovett. And this kept me going. It's important for the young people to have role models in their sports. And this time I really enjoyed watching the Olympics. The Paralympics also were amazing. There were some unbelievable results. I remember this a kid from China with just one half arm swimming 28 seconds for 50 meters with the extremely high arm turnover.
It's embarrassing because I can't do that.
He would beat everybody in our pool at the moment.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But I have to say, this was probably the best Olympics I've ever seen.
That's nice.
And London did a very good job.
Yeah, because obviously, I mean, you and I are old enough to remember the politics involved with Olympics and things that have gone on in the past, and it's taken a long time to recover from that. I thought Sydney Olympics in 2000 were a good yardstick for people to sort of go from there on in. And Beijing was amazing, and obviously, being a cynical Brit as I am, I thought, what's going to happen at this Olympics? Is it going to be good or going to be bad at the beginning? And I have to say, even I thought this is incredible. Not so much the fact that it was well organised, which I expected it to be. It was more the crowd participation and the athletes who were very humble. I think that's the word. And in sport, people forget that because we're living in egotistic times. We're particularly high-profile sporting. So when an athlete who's trained like your good self has achieved something like that, it must bring a big smile to your face as well.
Of course, and every time I watched a few hours at the Olympics, I had this tickling in my legs and I had to go out and do some activity.
Which brings us nicely on to the Open Day itself, which is happening at the end of this month, 30th of September. Tell us a little bit more about the Open Day itself.
Okay, at Thanyapura Sport we'll have the Open Day event. It's open for anybody. We are very proud to show our facilities to the public because a lot of people first don't know about Thanyapura yet, and second, if they know, they haven't been there yet. So it's very important for us that they come and check it out. And we have lots of activities. We have we offer yoga for everybody. Mm-hmm. We have Zumba classes. We do have some pool challenge. We're gonna offer some spinning, power plate, soccer, tennis, and many different sports. And I will be running a little triathlon event. It'll be a 100-meter swim.
Really?
Come on, everybody can swim 100 meter.
Now. Yeah, right.
Then we'll have a pause and we move to our 900 square meter gym, and we will have the athletes doing a 2,000 meter bike on a stationary trainer, and then they jump off the bike and go straight to a 500 meter run on the treadmill.
Right.
We have different heats. The winner of each heat will make it to the final, and everybody will get a certificate.
Okay, I'm penciling in this now. If I'm not injured like I am now, then I might get involved with this. But that's the good thing about Thanyapura. You guys are getting involved. I mean, you excellent qualified coaches, and that's the great thing about all these particular activities. There'll be experts on hand to help as well, won't there?
Exactly. We have a great staff of coaches. We just got 2 new coaches for acrobatics yesterday, a guy from Spain and one from America. And we're very proud that we can offer this quality of coaches. In triathlon, we have also Frederick Cronenberg, who is the best triathlete in Asia. He's from Sweden in our team. And in any sports, we have very highly qualified coaches. But this time it's very important just to get the people out the door, come to Thanyapura and experience activities of any kind. We also have some cultural activities. We have a band event, so we have bands from different schools, from kids playing music. We offer delicious food. We have a buffet with pizza and barbecue, and we're gonna offer traditional Thai food.
So it's a good family day out.
It's a perfect day for a family, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll talk a little bit more about it very, very shortly here on Phuket's Live 89.5. Jürgensen from Thanyapura, he's had a little chat about what's going to happen within the triathlon, mini triathlon, everything that's going on down there, and from a sporting activities. But we thought we'd have a little chat with Kay. Kay's going to tell us a little bit more. First off, where is Thanyapura? And by the way, hello and welcome to Phuket's Live 89.5. So we twisted your arm, got you on the air. Tell us exactly what Thanyapura is then.
Yes, Open Day. As the name says, Open Day. We're open for everyone on the island. We're welcoming everyone to try out our facilities, and it's on the 30th of September on a hopefully nice, bright, shiny Sunday.
So tell us where the Thanyapura is then. Whereabout is it? It's
on the way, it's on Tepkositri Road, on the way up to the airport. And after the Wat Panang Sang junction.
That's right, yeah.
There's a there's another junction, and that's where you make a U-turn, and we're on the left-hand side.
Very good.
Yeah.
Easy to see. Nice big sign there in red and white. I've seen it as well.
Huge one.
Very, very often. So the open day itself, it's the second one, because the last one was very successful. You thought you'd do it again. And the idea is to sort of make it a bit of a family day, isn't it?
Yes, a nice family outing where you can enjoy lots of activities, everything for kids, everything for moms and dads.
So from a family point of view, if dad's going to go and mum's going to go and the daughters are going to go,
right.
what can the mum do on that particular day? Wow. We've only got till 2 o'clock.
Amazingly, okay, I'll make it very short.
Go on in.
Amazingly, our Zumba class was so popular last time. Mm-hmm. It was full. It was packed, and there was one guest who was doing it 4 rounds in that day.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't Jürgen, was it?
No.
No.
But actually, we got great feedback. A lot of good feedback regarding the spa. So everyone gets in and gets a 10-minute trial, relax, and get a rub down on the neck.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
And you got nice facilities to eat there as well, haven't you?
Yes. So there's a lovely Divine organic food restaurant, Divine. We have a barbecue display there.
For the whole day.
Yeah, exactly. And also outdoors, we also have some Thai outdoor food vendors, so you get the outdoor kind of activity feel.
Great.
And lots of other things. We have the booster bar as well, and then also something else for the kids, which is very interesting, and this time is a swimwear.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so we're all looking forward to this very much.
Okay,
yes.
And what about, you've got some schools taking part this time as well, haven't you?
Right. For this time, we actually got a lot of cooperation from many areas. So we even got booths from Pura Organics, from school, and we're going to have a band from the schools around. So 5 bands.
Wow.
From PIA, from PETA, from a lot of schools in the community. So it's actually a community event.
Great stuff. Well, you can check out all the details at the website, which is thanyapura.com.
Yes.
Just give us the times of when it starts and the day again for me, please.
Okay, so it's on a Sunday on the 30th of September at Thanyapura.
And what time does it start? What time is the open day itself going to start? You can get there early on and kick in.
It starts from 10 to 5.
Okay, well, listen, good luck with it. It's the second one. I know, fingers crossed the weather will be great. Jürgen and also Kay, thank you very much indeed for coming in to speak to us today on Phuket's Live 89.5 on the Lifestyle Show. Good luck with it, and I'll try and take part in the triathlon if my foot's better. All right?
See you there.